Leadership is communicating a person's worth and potential so clearly they are inspired to see it in themselves. I believe that Stephen R. Covey's statement applies equally and most powerfully in mentorship. Toastmasters are stronger when they are mentored, as we help one another because we've walked that path. You don't just have to be a new Toastmaster to access mentoring. Many Toastmasters here have skills and ability far outside of Toastmasters itself, and they're happy to mentor. It's a great blessing. As Freddie mentioned, I have one mentor in particular that I've been thinking about that had profound impact in my life. Her name was Marvell. She was my father's cousin. I'd known her most of my life, all of my life if I could remember it all. I always worshipped her from afar. She had pizzazz. She dressed well. She drove a gold 280 ZX when it really mattered if you had a gold 280 ZX. She was powerful. She spoke well. She had her own business. I frankly wasn't in her league. Honestly, I wasn't even in her solar system. But I thought she was cool. Over my life, I made some different choices. And one day, I found myself across the desk from Marvell, pleading for a job. In my mind, I see her way back at the eggs. And really, as I thought about it this week, she was just across the desk, but it seemed miles away from me. She was very poised, well-dressed, professional. I was none of those things. I was toting my weak little one-page masquerading as a resume paper, asking Marvell for a job. Marvell said, "I'm not looking. I don't really have any openings. What skills do you bring?" "Zero. I was a fast typist in high school. I don't know how to turn on a computer. I've never worked in an office, but I really need a job." She said, "Quite honestly, Cathy, you won't last 30 days in my office. Here's what I need." No. Can't do any of those things. I said, "But I can try." I would try. And then I proceeded to tell her my need, because that's all I brought to her was my need. I need money to pay a lawyer because I'm going to jail, and I don't have a way out. Here's why. You're my only hope. She said, "Well, again, you won't last 30 days. I said, "That'll be fine. I'll probably be in jail anyway. My court date is." "Give me the 30 days. And she said, "You start work tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I expected her to have thrown me out, get out, but she didn't. I went to work for her because she believed I was worth the risk. Because it was a risk, a giant risk of epic proportions. She didn't give up on me. I didn't go to jail. And the 30 days passed. Over the years, as I worked with Marvell, I watched her and learned from her in profound ways. And what I most watched and learned from her is the value that she saw in me. That even when I didn't see it in myself, she did. And every day she was there saying, "That's good, Cathy, you did great. I'm so proud of you." The day that Marvell said, "Cathy, which one of us did this report? I can't tell if I wrote it or you did," that was like a red letter day. I could have quit then and been quite happy. Except for I lived for Marvell and I would never have quit. She mentored me in the Business and Professional Women's Club to a 2-year term as president. She cheered me on when the guys at the pool hall suggested I run for council, which seemed laughable at the time, but she didn't laugh and she said, "You can do it." She made me believe that I had power. She said, "Cathy, you can hold your own intellectually in any room. Your clothes, not so much." So she took me out and spent hundreds of dollars on my wardrobe. The only deal? This must remain a secret. Tell everyone it's from your fairy godmother. That meant so much to me that she cared enough to do that. She taught me that I had talents, abilities, worth far more than I ever saw in myself. That 30 days spanned 10 years that I spent every day with Marvell. I went from a woman about to go to jail, actually I'll say a girl, about to go to jail, to an office manager, an insurance adjuster, a town councilor, president of the Business and Professional Women's Club, and a self-published author. Who I am now is because Marvell cared enough about me to step into my life and guide me. Mentorship is communicating a person's worth and potential so clearly. They are inspired to see it in themselves. She chose to see it in me. I chose to use my mind and heart to hear what she had to teach. We were both better for it, because remember, it takes two.